Good evening, everyone, from Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Tonight, the Phils open a 4-game series with the Atlanta Braves. Tyler Green goes for the Phillies. Left-hander Ken Merker for Atlanta. Harry Callis along with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. Beautiful night here in Atlanta, Georgia. Unlike last night's conditions in Cincinnati, when the Phillies waited almost 2.5 hours to start that game and looked like they were going to go down to a loss, but came back and won the game. It was a big win, and Gene Harris Wheels and Heathcliff Slocum came in once again to shut down the opposition.
They sure did, Harry. Every time those two guys come in a game, it seems like good things happen because they haven't given up anything. Both of them have done a terrific job. But you mentioned how awful it was in Cincinnati last night. That might have taken its toll on those two because Harris has a stiff shoulder. Slocum pulled a rib cage muscle on that good play he made on the bunt in the 9th inning. Jim Fregosi told us before the game he didn't say he wouldn't use them, but he said he hopes he doesn't have to use them.
Whitey, coming into a 4-game series with this team, most experts say that this team is the best team in the National League. And with their pitching staff, I guess you have to say, yes, they are the team to beat.
Yeah, in a 4-game series, they can put a good pitcher out there every game. And the one guy we won't see is pretty good himself, Steve Avery.
Right.
So, and we all know that Fregosi, you know, was working with his pitchers, trying to get a lot out of them. But they haven't hit that much here. Dave Justice is hitting very well, but the rest of the team isn't hitting. The Phillies have about the same situation. They haven't hit that much. Both teams with a .251 team average. So the Braves are getting a lot of help from the fringes, you know.
Chipper Jones and Jose Oliva and others are chipping in, but one of their key guys, of course, is the crime dog. And Andy Musser, our colleague, had a chance to talk to Fred McGriff. Andy?
Okay, Harry, and Fred McGriff is here. Fred, you had an outstanding year for these Braves last year, and now this is a contract year. Does that make you go about things any differently?
No, not really. I've played on one-year contracts in the past, and I've done okay. And so this year, it's all the same. Just go out and play. With me, I just got to stay healthy, and if I can get 500 bats or so, I got a chance to have a good year. Just go out there every day. Even though, you know, some days you may not feel like going out there, still just go out there and take your chances, you know. As long as you go up there and get your bats, you never know what can happen. And so, you know, it's no pressure. I just got to go play. Right now, I get a little older and I haven't been to the World Series yet, so it's like, if I go out and hit 240 and the team goes to the World Series, big deal. I mean, I don't prove myself. I mean, if people don't know I can play now, then, you know, what do I have to do?
They know this man was the most valuable player in the All-Star game last year, and Jim Fregosi was your skipper. Did you have fun playing for Jim?
Yeah, Fregosi, he took care of me. You know, I was sweating a little bit over there. I wasn't sure if I was going to get at bat and stuff like that, but he took care of me. So I got to go over there and shake his hand after we get through talking.
Fred, let's talk a little about these Braves. You talked personally about staying away from injuries, but the Braves have not entirely been able to stay out of injury problems so far. Your third baseman went down already. Your left fielder, I should say, went down already. How's the general health of this team?
Like you say, pretty much over the years, we've been pretty healthy. This year, like you say, Klesko came up with a thumb injury. He's out for us, but we got some pretty good young ball players over here. And Chipper Jones, he's going to take over in left field a little bit for Ryan. And Jose Oliva, he steps in, and last night he hit a big home run to tie the game up for us. And last year he came up and did a great job for us. And right now our young guys are just playing real good. Javier Lopez has 2 or 3 home runs. Like I said, Oliva, Chipper Jones, those guys are playing great. Hopefully they can keep it up to make it easier for everybody else.
Fred McGriff, I have one final question for you. Everybody always talks about your offense, but seems to me you're a pretty decent first baseman, too. How do you feel about your defense?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in my defense, but like you say, I'm known as an offensive player and so forth. And sometimes you just get that label, and it's tough to, you know, lose it. And they going into a season, a lot of times they say Mark Graves and the Manleys and all those guys, and so it's tough. But you know, I take a lot of pride in it because I mean, it's one thing, you know, you can go up there and a key situation, you know, you can strike out or whatever, and maybe your teammate can come up and pick you up. But when you're out there in that field and you make an error, I mean, there's nowhere to hide, and if the run ends up scoring, it ends up costing your team. So you try to take a lot of pride in it.
Freddie McGriff, we thank him a lot. Stay tuned for the ball game coming up next. Tyler Green against Kent Merker. Back with the lineup shortly.
Phillies baseball is brought to you in part by smooth Busch beer and easy drinking Busch Light. By the Yellow Pages. 9 out of 10 people use the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. By the all-new Chevy Blazer, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. Test drive it at your local Chevy dealer. By Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies, featuring full-service evening and 7-day banking. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. For 57 years, the health insurance company you can lean on.
Sure, you got a state-of-the-art entertainment center. A fully interactive home theater. Even got a gourmet delivery service. But have you got what it takes to be a mountain man? All it takes are the 2 cool beers of the Mountain Man. Smooth Busch beer, easy drinking Busch Light. So, be a mountain man. All you gotta do is head for the mountain.
Between the two of us, we had 1 chair, a lamp, and a microwave. And lots of bills. Even on 2 salaries, it wasn't easy. What we needed was a loan. With payments we could afford. Our Mellon PSFS banker helped us work it out. It made things a lot more comfortable around here.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
Monet, Matisse, Gauguin, that's some of the artwork I used to own.
What a wussy.
But thanks to Prism, now I got some real artwork. A limited edition print. If you keep your grubby mitts off it, someday it'll be worth something. Of Philly Hall of Famers Roberts, Carlton Schmidt, and Richie Ashburn. It's signed and numbered by Hall of Fame artist Dick Perez. And I got it just for ordering Prism. I even got 1 month free. So do yourself a favor and call 1-800-CABLE-ME. It's destined to become a collector's item.
Back at Fulton County Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it is just a gorgeous night for baseball here. Phils and the Atlanta Braves, the first of a 4-game series, and 2 #1 picks opposing one another tonight. Tyler Green was the Phillies' first-round selection in the June '91 draft, and Ken Merker was the Braves' first-round selection in the June '86 draft. Braves have not been drawing as well as they would like, although this weekend should draw quite a few fans to see the participants in the '93 League Championship Series. Umpires are heading toward home plate. Jim Beecham bringing out the lineup card for Atlanta, and Jim Fregosi for the Phils. And Braves photographer Walter Victor also out there at home plate.
Yes, he is ushering them into position right now for one of the 9,000 photos he takes of umpires throughout the years. Good to see those guys, John McSherry and Charlie Williams, Greg Bonan, Ed Montague.
National League East standings, of course, the Braves are on top. They've lost only 1. They are 6-1. Montreal 5-3. The Phillies are at 4-3. Mets are 3-5, and Florida off to a slow start at 1-6. In the Central, the Houston Astros have taken a half-game lead over the Cubbies. And St. Louis is a 1.5 back. Pittsburgh 2.5 back. And the surprising Cincinnati Reds are just 1-7 and 4 games out. And in the West, how about those Colorado Rockies? 7-1. The Giants are 5-4. Dodgers playing .500. And San Diego 4-5. That's going to be an interesting division. That division, you know, any one of those 4 teams could win that division. That's kind of a toss it up in the air division.
Yeah, and the Rockies have never gotten off to a very good start, and this year they're off to that great start. They're playing a ton of home games right at the start of the season, and the new Coors Field is not that different from Mile High in that it flies out of there. The ball is it's rocket ball there still.
All fields.
Yeah, and they're having a good time with their offense, so they're a very, very dangerous team in that ballpark. It's amazing how many games the Phillies won there, considering how tough the Rockies can be at home.
In the land of the tomahawk chop here at Atlanta, Georgia. It seems like must have sold a lot of those tomahawks.
Get the feeling they gave them out when they came in tonight.
Bobby Cox, the Braves manager, has seen his team get off to a good start. The field is really in excellent condition. The grass is beautiful. The dirt is in good condition. This park really looks nice.
Yeah, they're building a new ballpark right across the parking lot that they're going to open up here in 1997. This one more year after this one for Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. And it's amazing when we arrived here tonight what that place looked like, how it's built up so fast.
Jim Fragosi's starting lineup for the Phillies tonight. We'll have Lenny Dykstra in center field leading off. Mariano Duncan second base bats second. Greg Jeffries left field hitting third. Dave Hollins the first baseman bats fourth. Aaron Dalton will catch and hit fifth. Charlie Hayes third base bats sixth. Dave Gallagher right fielder batting seventh. Kevin Stockert shortstop hits eighth. And Tyler Green pitching and batting ninth. That lineup is facing Kent Merker.
Kent Merker is 6'2", 195-pounder, 27 years of age. Also, as Harry said, a #1 pick. Moved into the starting rotation last year for the Braves in a big way when he pitched a no-hit, no-run game against the Dodgers at L.A.
Defensively behind Merker, it'll be Jose Oliva at third base, Jeff Blauser the shortstop, Mark Lemke at second, and Fred McGriff at first. Javi Lopez does the catching. In the outfield, Chipper Jones in left, Marquise Grissom in center, and David Justice in right. The umpires tonight, Ed Montague calls the balls and strikes. Charlie Williams at first base, Greg Bonin at second, and John McSherry umpiring at third. Lenny Dykstra will lead it off. Besides the no-hitter, which Merker pitched against the Dodgers last April 8th, he also combined in a no-hitter in 1991 with teammates Mark Wohlers and Alejandro Pena.
Now with the Boston Red Sox, so you will not get to use his name in this league anyway.
Lenny Dykstra leads it off, batting at .250. Lenny, good lifetime hitter against Atlanta. .306 lifetime hitter against the Braves. And the first pitch of the ball game is over for a called strike. Merker pitched a no decision in his first game. He worked 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Dykstra looking at Montague, indicating that he thought the pitch was high. Montague calls it a strike, and Lenny's in the hole, 0-2.
Merker became a starting pitcher when he started to use a changeup very, very effectively a couple years ago. And he went from just a hard thrower to a guy who can change speeds well.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Lenny Dykstra. Merker averaged just about a strikeout per inning last year. He struck out 111. He pitched 112 in the third innings. Dykstra pops a foul, backing out of play. Still 1-2 to Lenny. Some of the key Philly left-hand hitters have not had much success against Merker. Dykstra's just 1 for 7 lifetime off him. Aaron Dalton 0 for 5. Swings it into right field. Lemke drifting back, makes the grab. Well, Dykstra's out, 1 down. That'll bring up Mariano Duncan. Duncan a big pinch hit in last night's win over Cincinnati to drive in 2. Batting at .300. Surprisingly, Duncan is hitless lifetime against Merker, 0 for 8. Merker has never beaten the Phillies. He is 0-1 lifetime against the Phils, although he does have 2 saves. A bit high, 1-0 to Mariano Duncan. Fouls it back off the top of the screen. 1 ball and 1 strike to Duncan with 1 out and no base runners.
Phillies know that they have to get some pitching here this weekend, because you don't come in to this ballpark and think you're going to score a lot of runs off the starting rotation of the Atlanta Braves.
Change up fooled him. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Pitch that really made Merker. I mean, not that Merker wasn't pretty good before that, but that changeup, when he started to throw it, it turned his career around, because he has great arm speed with it, like a dead fish when it goes up there, and has good movement.
Hard one. Hopper took a funny hop on Blauser, and Duncan will be on at first base. That ball really jumped up on Blauser, and they're going to give Duncan a base hit on it.
Harry, you mentioned this field's in good shape, and it is. The grass is great, but it's a fast grass and dirt field. And that ball jumped on him a little bit. It was hit so hard, hit him right in the chest.
So Mariano Duncan is a 1-out base runner. That'll bring up Greg Jeffries. Jeffries is hitting .233, batting .300 right-handed, .200 left-handed. One strike to Jeffries. Bounce the changeup up there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Merker lifetime is 124 in the major leagues. He's lost 17. He's from Dublin, Ohio. Just a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike to Jeffries. Duncan back easily. Mariano will steal on occasion. There he goes on a hit and run, and it's line foul. Up toward the Philly bullpen area. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jeffries, who broke his bat on the foul ball.
Jeffries is a great guy to play hit and run with, because he rarely swings and misses at a pitch. Now here's the ultimate Black Cat statement. He has not struck out yet this year. Sooner or later he's going to strike out, obviously, but throughout his career he does not strike out very much. So when you get him ahead in the count and you have a runner on base, managers are going to feel very comfortable in playing hit and run with him.
Mariano Duncan at first base with 1 down here in the top of the first.
I'd like to send Get Well wishes along tonight to Harry Piscicano, who's in Roxborough Memorial Hospital. I believe we used this last night, but he couldn't stay up long enough to hear it. So we understand that. So
yeah, really.
Get well soon, Harry.
Ground ball to Lemke, tags the bag, turns the double play. So it's a 4-3 double play. And the Phillies go down here in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left. After 1/2, Phil's nothing. Braves coming to bat.
You know what moves me? Candlelight, roses, watching my husband do all the housework. You know what else moves me? My Ford Taurus. My Ford dealer gave me $1,500 cash back when I bought my Taurus. $1,500. It's the #1 selling car. You get everything. Anti-lock brakes, dual airbags. It's one car that sets my heart in motion.
$1,500 cash back on Taurus is for a limited time, so you better get moving to your Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
Hello, Philadelphia, and welcome once again to the Iceman Cook. Today, we're going to be talking about the spoon. Clarence Weatherspoon. Hey, Lise, I got this letter from Clarence. Dear Iceman, this is how they prepare sugar snap peas at a great restaurant, Dimitri's. If you make this dish on your show, they will change the name of the dish to Peas Weatherspoon.
Why do they call him the spoon?
Just like stir up them peas. Just think them defenders, he's stirring up, just moving them around. Stir him up, baby. Spoon.
While a brother may be hard to propel, the Hoover Power Drive is self-propelled, making cleaning so easy, even a brother could do it.
Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Back at Fulton County Stadium, we go to the bottom half of the first inning. And Bobby Cox starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves tonight. We'll have the new addition in center field, Marquise Grissom leading off. Jeff Blauser, the shortstop, bats second. Chipper Jones in left field hitting third. Fred McGriff, the first baseman, bats fourth. David Justice, right field, hitting fifth. Jose Oliva, the third baseman, bats sixth. Javi Lopez will catch and hit seventh. Mark Lemke, the second baseman, bats eighth. And Kent Merker pitching and hitting ninth, facing Tyler Green.
Tyler Green, 25-year-old, #1 pick of the Phillies back in 1991. 0-1 on the year. Lost a tough game to the Pirates last Saturday at the Vet.
Defensively behind Tyler Green, it'll be Charlie Hayes at third, Kevin Stocker shortstop, Mariano Duncan at second, and Dave Hollins at first. Darren Dalton catching, Greg Jeffries in left, Lenny Dykstra in center, and Dave Gallagher will be in right. And leading off will be Marquise Grissom. Came over from the Montreal Expos. 28-year-old off to a slow start, hitting just .182. A bit low, 1 ball and no strikes to Marquise Grissom. Ground ball to Charlie Hayes at third. Throws across in time to get Grissom. That's one down, and that'll bring up Jeff Blauser. Blauser batting .207 in the early going.
Blauser was a late sign by the Braves. For a long time, it appeared they were not going to sign him. They evidently got a lot of pressure from the players to sign this guy because he's so important to the Atlanta Braves ball club.
Ground ball to third, gobbled up by Charlie Hayes. 2 outs on a couple of grounders to Charlie Hayes, and the batter will be Chipper Jones, a switch hitter. 23-year-old, first player selected in the June '90 draft.
We asked Jim Fregosi about the scouting reports on Chipper Jones, and they don't know much about him. Hank King had some reports on him, but the Phillies have only seen him have one at bat against him, and that was back in 1993.
He missed all of last year.
Right, he was a September recall in the '93 season. But everybody who sees him says can't miss. The only thing they haven't settled on him yet is what his position is.
He was out last year when he had surgery after a tear of the anterior cruciate ligament in the left knee.
Yeah, he did that on a weird play in spring training where he was trying to avoid a play at first base and moved awkwardly and tore the anterior cruciate.
Comes out to Lamb to Florida. Full curve just missing for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to Chipper Jones. Shot, but right at Mariano Duncan on one hop, and he'll throw out Chipper Jones. A 1-2-3 inning. No runs, hits, errors, and none left after one. It's 0-0.
Yeah, you've seen it all. Done it all. Pretty much got it all figured out. But have you got what it takes to be a mountain man? All it takes are the 2 cool beers of the Mountain Man. smooth Busch beer, easy drinking Busch Light. So, be a mountain man. All you gotta do is head for the mountains.
On any given day, over 2 million people in the Philadelphia area lean on the Blues for wellness exams from caring family doctors, for 1-800-ASK-BLUE, an easy way to find a specialist, for flexible health plans that handle the unexpected, for the best in maternity care, and for high-quality doctors and hospitals.
Call 1-800-ASK-BLUE to find out how your organization can lean on the quality of #1, the Blues.
I need new clothes. I can't wear those. And call a florist. I need my rose.
We need more choices.
We need them fast.
To calm the diva down. She won't last.
We need them fast.
9 out of 10 use it. The genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages.
After 1 inning of play, it's the Phils nothing and the Braves nothing. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow night's game beginning at 7, Sunday's game starting at 1. Both games can be seen right here on your home for the Phillies, PHL 17 and WLYH Lancaster. Here's Dave Hollins to lead it off. Hollins hitting at .292. Not bad as if to bunt. Takes it high. Hollins is tied for second in the league in runs scored. He has scored 10 runs.
Third baseman for the Braves is a new player, Jose Oliva. Used to be in the Texas organization. There he is, and it seems funny not seeing Pendleton down there because he was there for a number of years and was such a mainstay of this ball club. But they decided to let him go because they felt they could replace him with either Oliva or Chipper Jones.
Two balls and a strike to Dave Hollins. Hollins from the right side is hitting .500. And 3 walks last night, boosting his season total to 70, or rather to 7. He gets a lot of walks. And Merker's behind him, 3-1.
Yeah, we had a fan in the stands last night that was unhappy with the fact that he had walked so many times. Was yelling at Hollins about swinging the bat. Got a little late there last night.
Hollins is aboard with his 8th walk of the year. He's a leadoff base runner. And it'll bring on Darren Dalton, Dutch batting at .231. Hitless lifetime against this left-hander, 0 for 5.
Birthday wishes tonight to Bill Ennis of Croydon, who is 71, and to Helen Arnold from Penargil, Pennsylvania, 89.
Dave Hollins at first base. Nobody out here in the second. 0-0 game. Hit there for a called strike. Outfield kind of bunches Dalton. They take away the alleys and give him the lines. 1-1 to Darren Dalton. Allen's not a base stealer, but an excellent base runner.
You know, he probably could steal some bases, but there's no way they're going to let him run much with Dalton up there. They'd rather have him at first base, leave that hole open on the right side for Darren Dalton. But Hollins probably could steal 25, 30 bases.
2 balls and a strike to Darren Dalton.
He combines a rare quality of good base running sense and unbelievable exuberance out there in the bases. I mean, he wants to run the bases. He likes it out there.
Intensity.
Does he ever? He'll run people over. I mean, he makes middle infielders aware of him when he's out there.
Just missed. Merker wanted that one, didn't get it from Ed Montague. It's 3 balls and a strike.
That's what Bobby Cox wants to know, where that was. He knew from his spot down there. I mean, he can tell whether it's high or low. He can't tell in or out. And that pitch certainly was not too low. Called a balk, I think, didn't he?
I guess Greg Bonin called a balk on Merker, and that moves Hollins up to second base, so that's no pitch. Non-hesitation balk.
That's one thing we did not see with the replacement umpires, was that ridiculous balk call.
Bobby Cox is not happy thus far, the umpiring crew.
We like Greg Bonin a lot. He's a good man and a good umpire, but that call could go by the way and nobody would notice. There it is. And I mean, that's just so, it's not necessary. It really isn't.
But remember, Greg Bonin, as a young umpire, was on that Bob Davidson's crew.
It's a good point, Harry.
That's really nitpicking.
Yeah.
That's not a.
It's just, I mean, there are certain balks that are balks, and they should be called because they are deliberate attempts to deceive base runners. That is not.
So Hollins has moved up to second base. The count is 3-1 to Darren Dalton.
Yeah, and that upset Merker even more because he knew he had thrown a strike to Dalton too. That was a perfect pitch he threw.
Down and in, he walked him.
Yeah, now he walks him. So it's a double whammy on him.
We'll bring up Charlie Hayes. Montague does not have a big strike zone. He never has. So you really have to kind of throw it pretty close to the middle to get a called strike. Charlie is hitting a 182. Lifetime, he is 3 for 10 against Merker. First ball swinging, fouls it off.
That's where Merker uses his changeup really effectively now. As to right-handed batters, he did it to Jeffries and got a double play ball. He gets a right-handed hitter to jump at the ball and hit a weak ground ball a lot of times and gets his double plays. And Lemke, the second baseman, is just one of the best fielders in the league. Hardly ever makes an error.
Made one last May is the last time he made an error.
Yep, he's got that long consecutive gamer going.
106 games. Threw the change, but he threw it high. 1 ball and 1 strike.
We've seen Lemke enough over the years, and you know what a good player he is and what a good defensive player he is, especially.
Breaking ball, got it over for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Charlie Hayes. Nothing game. We're in the second. Hollins at second base, Dalton at first. Nobody out. Change laid off it. It bounces up there. It's 2-2. Another change up. He missed with it. You see Javier Lopez kind of wiggling his fingers. That's the changeup call.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know whether you can get their signs or not because they're complicated, but he did it twice and then went to the other ones. Then he did it twice again on that pitch. It's almost as if he does something twice. That's what they're using. With the runner on second, they complicate him a little more. Now, see, he only did it once there.
Full count. Fastball hit to deep center field. This ball is out of here. 3-run home run, Charlie Hayes. To dead center field, and the Phillies jump to a 3-0 lead here in the second.
Well, I mentioned how he uses that changeup so effectively now, and he was trying to get one in an area where Charlie Hayes would chase it and get himself a double play ball. But what he did was get behind to the point where he had to throw a fastball, 3-2 fastball right down the middle, and Charlie nailed it to deep center field. Good swing here too. He really leveled off on that. Well, not leveled off. I mean, he's an uppercutter, but this pitch is right in the middle of the plate.
Charlie's first home run this year, and the Phils have jumped to a 3-0 lead. The walk's hurting Merker, and the batter will be Dave Gallagher. Gallagher, who played here in Atlanta last year, line drive hit down the right field line. Gallagher takes the turn, will hold there, and Gallagher is now 5 for 9. A platoon of Gallagher and Eisenreich has worked nicely.
Well, they were very happy. We're excited about that in spring training, that they thought it would work. Phillies have only hit 5 home runs so far this year. 3 of them have been solos up until that one, and 1 had been a 2-run home run by Dave Hollins on opening night. So that's their first 3-run homer of the year.
Leo Mazzoni coming out, the pitching coach, to talk to Kent Merker.
Here we go again from right down the middle, and see, he didn't try to do too much with that. He just tried to hit it hard, and he did. Grissom's going to leap for it, but has no shot. He got himself in trouble with his changeup. He did not have the good control of it that he wanted, and Charlie Hayes did not chase it.
Right.
So he had to throw a fastball finally.
Braves has some bullpen activity.
That's a Jason Schmidt.
Kevin Stocker hitting at .238. Batting .250 right-handed, .231 left-handed. One ball and no strikes to Stocker.
Don't come in here very often where the bullpen's up in the second.
No.
Because these starters give them innings.
Ground ball, shortstop, might be a double play, and is. Klauser to Lemke to Fred McGriff.
Klauser almost got Lemke killed on that one because he was slow getting it out of his glove. I don't know whether we can see it here or not, but he double pumps a little bit. Watch right here. He doesn't see right there. He didn't give it to him right away. Now Lemke's got a lot of the bag that he doesn't want to be that much on the bag, and Gallagher nails him. This little hesitation made Lemke very vulnerable to the takeout slide, and he still turned. It shows you how good he is.
Brings on Tyler Green. Green is 0 for 1 this year, 0 for 3 lifetime. High with the pitches. 2-1 to Tyler Green. Two. Fouled it back, still 2-2. Phils have scored 3 on the 3-run homer by Charlie Hayes. Flings it out to Lemke, who makes the grab, and that will retire the Phillies. Phil's got 3 runs in the inning, 2 hits, big blow, a homer by Hayes, no errors and none left. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Phillies.
Unbelievable! Oh, my! Boom!
The Flyers look to cut down the Sabres in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals, Wednesday at 7:30, only on PHL 17.
Let's face it, if a better body came in a can, or from a box, or on a videotape, you'd already have one. So stop kidding yourself and join the club that's gotten more people on the road to fitness than anyone. Bally's, with state-of-the-art equipment, classes to keep from getting bored, and personal trainers to kick your butt if you do. All for just $5 to start. So skip the drinks and join the club. It works. Get ready for summer with a body you want. Call Bally's Holiday Fitness Center right now at 1-800-WORKOUT.
On the next WCW Worldwide, it's a clash of nations when the Blue Bloods collide with Stars and Stripes and an awesome slugfest. Plus, wrestling's bad boys. They don't get mad, they get nasty.
Nasty sensation! It's running a little bit crazy right about now!
And sparks fly when Harlem Heat burns down the house. All on the next WCW Worldwide.
Another popular Mellon PSFS Business Person Special coming up Thursday, May 11th at 1:05 when the Phillies play the Expos. Save on any ticket you buy. All ticket prices are reduced. Call 463-1000.
Our trivia question tonight is brought to you by Dodge. Who holds the single-season home run record by a shortstop for the Milwaukee Braves? And who holds a single-season home run record by a shortstop for the Atlanta Braves? Fred Crime Dog McGriff will lead it off. He's hitting at .296. Started him with a knuckle curve and got it over. Crime Dog hit .318 last year. 34 homers, 94 RBIs. Fastball he got over. Nothing in 2 to McGriff.
Well, they want him to throw his fastball more. The Phillies feel that they can convince, there's Dennis Menke and Jim Ferguson and Johnny Padres and all that, if they can convince him that he has a good fastball, that he can get a lot better. Fast.
It's 1-2 the count to McGriff.
It's part of the trivia question. Answer is one of those guys here tonight.
Yes. Got him with a knuckle curveball, struck him out. 1 down, that'll bring up David Justice.
Harry says a knuckle curveball, and here it comes. Set it up with the fastball. Now this pitch is so much more effective when Tyler Green can get ahead with his fastball, because it makes a hitter more defensive, more likely to chase that pitch.
Justice is off to a good start, as you see. He's 9th in the league in hitting at .387. 9th in the league in on-base percentage and 9th in the league in slugging percentage. High with a fastball, 1-0 to David Justice. Phil's lead 3-0. We're in the bottom of the second. Two balls and no strikes. Had a good game last night at Joe Robbie Stadium. Slams the ball to right, but right at Gallagher. Well hit, but caught by Dave Gallagher. That's 2 down, and that'll bring on Jose Oliva. Our first business person special of the year at Veterans Stadium coming up on Thursday against Montreal at 1:05. First of 5 midweek ball games. All ticket prices, don't forget, have been reduced. For home games through May 21st, $5 off box seats, $3 off 600 level reserve seats. Order your tickets by calling 463-1000 or stop by the Mellon PSFS ticket office at Broad and Chestnut Streets. Fair ball down the left field line, and they'll leave him. Take the turn at first and move on to second with a stand-up double. He's a 2-out base runner.
Braves are swinging a lot of early pitches on Tyler Green. And for the most part, he's been able to get them out. That ball, Oliva was able to get inside the bag at third. This guy has a lot of power, and they're very happy with him because his home run ratio is excellent so far. He hits a lot of home runs for the few at-bats that he's had.
Hit 24 homers at Richmond last year and 6 for Atlanta.
Started him with a breaking ball that time and hooked it past Charlie Hayes.
Got your Javi Lopez batting at .292. He's hit 2 home runs. The Braves will hit a lot of home runs. Up and down the lineup, they have home run hitters. Bounces the knuckle curveball up there, 1-0 to Javi Lopez. Lopez is 24 years old, non-drafted free agent, signee by Atlanta in '87. He had .245 last year with 13 home runs. Oliva at second base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Two balls and no strikes.
Javi Lopez is big. He's 6'3", 200-pounder. Really and a young player, a very solid player, and one of those guys touted in their farm system for a long time, and he's for real.
Three balls and no strikes, and Darren Dalton wants a word with Tyler Green.
Well, he overthrew those last 2 pitches. You know, he's almost as if he's trying to make a perfect pitch, and he came way across his body and threw them both way outside. You see Johnny Padres with a kind of bemused look on his face, and he knows what happens when Tyler Green gets into trouble.
Mark Lemke is due up next.
Look out for this guy. You don't want to throw him a fastball right down the middle. Although 3 runs down, they might not green light him.
They did green light him, and Lenny Dykstra makes a great diving catch to retire the side. What a superb play by the dude, and that'll be it for Atlanta here in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left after 2, 3-0 Phils.
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and to me, and there's no place I'd rather be. Come on along. Head for the mountains of Bush Beer. Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth, and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of Bush Beer.
As a rule, Peterson's 4-Wheel and Off-Road magazine chooses a different truck each year as their 4x4 of the year. Of course, we all know how Dodge Ram feels about rules. Dodge Ram, the first ever 2 years in a row 4x4 of the year. At America's truck stop, the new Dodge.
There's no one else on the field like him. I hear he's a big milk drinker. I can tell. That energy, that strength, that body.
Forget it, girls. He's taken.
Milk, whole, low fat or non-fat. It does a body good.
It
happens only once a year. America's largest yard sale. Hundreds of tractors, mowers, chainsaws, blowers on sale. Like this power-propelled Craftsman 5.5 horsepower mower. Save $50. America's largest yard sale. Only at Sears.
Sunday, May 21st at 1:35, a superhero celebration of the Fanatic's birthday. All young fans encouraged to come dress as their favorite superhero. As a part of the normal birthday celebration, all fans 14 and under receive a terrific T-shirt featuring the Fanatic, compliments of Tasty Cake. That's May 21st. Youngsters, mark it on your calendar. 1:35, the Phils and the Mets that day. For tickets, call 463-1000. Lenny Dykstra leads it off for the Phillies. He popped up his first time up. Line drive hit to right field. So Dykstra is a leadoff base runner. He saved Tyler Green a run with this play to end the second inning.
Yeah, we wondered whether or not Javi Lopez would have a 3-0 green light, and he did. And what a great play. Lenny landed really hard on that right shoulder, too, but he seems to be okay. Watch how hard he hits that ground.
Great catch by Dykstra. He's at first base now with nobody out for Mariano Duncan, who singled his first time up. Change up that he fouled out of play. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by Dodge. Who holds a single season home run record by a shortstop for the Milwaukee Braves? And who holds a single season record by a shortstop for the Atlanta Braves?
How about Dennis Menke for Milwaukee?
That is correct. Menke hit 20 home runs for the Milwaukee Braves in '65. How about the Atlanta Braves?
Well,
2 strikes to Duncan.
We'll say Blauser.
Blauser is tied for that distinction. He had 15 in 1993 and in 1966 for Atlanta. Menke again.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Had 15 home runs.
And Menke could hit the long ball.
Dennis Menke, Phillies hitting instructor with Jim Fregosi. Trainer Jeff Cooper.
I have to thank Ray Tipton for getting that shot of the dugout right after they asked me that question, because when I saw Menke there, I thought, wait a minute. It might be Menke.
There's Menke, Jim Fregosi, Jeff Cooper. Gum chewer is John Vukovic.
Tomorrow night's skipper.
Jim Fregosi will miss tomorrow night's game. His daughter is graduating from college.
University of South Florida down in Tampa, so Jimmy will leave tomorrow to attend Jennifer's graduation, be back for the game on Sunday.
Dykstra goes, foul down the right field side. Dykstra hasn't been running a whole lot. He had to figure there that Duncan had not looked good on changeups. Had to think that Merker was going to throw him a change, which he did not. He threw him a fastball.
Threw him a high fastball. Duncan, you know, when he has 2 strikes on him, Mariano's just not going to take a whole lot of pitches. And Lenny read Merker perfectly that time and would have stolen the base.
0-2 to Mariano Duncan. Slings it into right center for a base hit. Holding at second base will be Lenny Dykstra, and the Phillies have their first 2 men on base here in the 3rd. Duncan's second hit.
You know, Harry, we started out talking about Merker's changeup, how it made him last year. Well, it's killing him tonight. He doesn't have good command of it.
That was high.
Yeah, that was another high when he got in trouble with it in the inning where Hayes hit the home run. It had helped him a little bit tonight, but it's hurt him more than helped him. Here's the pitch. He has 2 strikes on Duncan, hangs a changeup, and Duncan loves that ball up.
Especially a changeup up. You see that baby all the way.
Jason Schmidt starting to throw again.
1-0 to Greg Jeffries. He grounded into a double play his first time up. Drive hit to right field. Late start by Dykstra, and the Phillies will have the bases loaded with nobody out. 3 straight hits off Merker.
That's a good job of hitting by Jeffries, too. He got a ball away from him off speed. Might have been another changeup. The base runners had to freeze then because that ball was hit close enough to Lemke that it would have turned into a line drive double play, so they can only go one base at a time.
And it'll bring on Dave Hollins, who walked and scored a run his first time up, and I guess this is going to be it for Kent Merker. It is. Bobby Cox is coming out, and Merker did not have a good night tonight. He's responsible, of course, for the runners on base also, besides giving up the 3 runs already, as Jason Schmidt has been called in from the bullpen. No relation to Michael Jack. Threw 46 pitches and just could not get the job done tonight. So Jason Schmidt is on there now. Pitching change for the Braves. We're in the 3rd. Phil's lead 3-0 back after these messages.
On any given day, over 2 million people in the Philadelphia area lean on the Blues for wellness exams from caring family doctors. For 1-800-ASK-BLUE, an easy way to find a specialist. For flexible health plans that handle the unexpected. For the best in maternity care. And for high-quality doctors and hospitals.
Call 1-800-ASK-BLUE to find out how your organization can lean on the quality of #1, the Blues.
Silver moments from a celebrated past. Join us in this silver season as the Phillies celebrate 25 years at the Vet and begin to make memories for the next 25 years. The Phillies take on Bonds and the Giants. Tuesday, May 23rd, Wednesday the 24th, and Thursday the 25th, all at 7:35. Relive the highlights of the past. Live the thrills of the present. Call 463-1000.
Jason Schmidt, the right-hander, is the new pitcher for Atlanta. This will be his 2nd game. He's pitched 1 inning, given up 1 hit and 2 runs. 1 strikeout, 2 walks. He pitched double-A ball last year, did Jason Schmidt. Pitching at Greenville, he was 8-7 with a 3.65 ERA. Quite a few strikeouts. He pitched 140 innings at double-A ball last year and struck out 131. It's from Kelso, Washington. He is 22 years old. Dave Hollins comes on with the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the 3rd. Phillies lead it 3-0. One strike to Dave Hollins.
Bobby Cox not liking what he saw from Merker, and he wanted to turn Hollins around left-handed. He knows this could be a very important part of this ball game.
This is the breaking ball. No balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt. 1-2 to Dave Hollins. Just reaches out and gets the end of his bat on the ball.
That's a good pitch that time because they've been working Hollins inside with everything, and they called a fastball away, and he put it in a good spot where Hollins just couldn't take that pitch. Too close.
It's a high drive into center field. This will get a run home. Marquise Grissom makes the catch. Dystra tags. He scores. Everybody moves up a base. Phillies lead it 4-0. Give Hollins a sacrifice fly. He went out of the strike zone to chase that, but it was a pitch he could get airborne, and that's what he did.
Sometimes you have a productive out, and that was certainly that for the Phillies as Hollins hits a sacrifice fly. You knew Duncan was going to get to third, but very aggressive base running by Greg Jeffries going into second. He looked like he banged himself up a little bit down there, too. He's a little slow to get himself together. Here's the pitch, a high fastball out over the plate, and Hollins gives it a good ride. And Duncan, he's going to make it to third. But the real good base running play here is Jeffries moving into second.
So the Phillies have runners at second and third with the runners moving up. Darren Dalton will get the intentional walk. And will load the bases for Charlie Hayes.
Even though this makes, Dalton is an intentional walk here, I still think that's a good play by Jeffries.
Still think moving up?
Well, I think you have to do, I don't think you can stand there in that situation, think if I go to second, they're going to walk Dalton in the third inning.
Phillies have him loaded with one out, a run in for Charlie Hayes, who has hit a 3-run home run. After a low pitch. Yep, the appeal goes to Charlie Williams, who said he committed. One strike to Charlie Hayes,
who is a first ball swinger.
Breaking ball called strike on the outside corner, and Charlie Hayes in the hole, 0-2.
Schmidt looks like he has a pretty hard breaking ball.
Fouls off the fastball. Still 2 strikes to Charlie Hayes. Mariano Duncan at third, he's singled. Greg Jeffries at second, he's singled. Darren Dalton at first, he was intentionally walked.
Well, I'll tell you, these guys look younger and younger, don't they?
Well, he's only 22.
I know, but a lot of them look like that. Well, every time you look in a book, the guy's born in the 70s now.
Breaking ball, and he popped him up into shallow center field. I doubt if they'll risk trying to score Duncan. They do not. Grissom's a great thrower from the outfield. Well, Hayes is out for out number 2, and that'll bring up Dave Gallagher.
One of the reasons he's a great outfield thrower is the way he gets himself in position to throw. You can learn a lot by watching Marquise Grissom. Watch how he drifts into this ball. He makes sure that he's coming forward when he goes to throw. Look, right there, all his weight is forward, and now he can get a lot on the throw, and he's accurate. He never catches a ball back on his heels.
Gallagher singled his first time up. Starts him with a breaking ball that misses. Gallagher played here for the Braves last year, hit .224 for Atlanta. And after an up and in fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Braves have 3 left-handed pitchers in their bullpen. Fregosi not going to make the change here in the third inning to use Eisenreich.
Fouls off the breaking ball. 1-2 to Gallagher.
He had a hanger to hit that time. Schmidt's thrown pretty good breaking balls for the most part with some bite on them, but that one was up.
Wide, 2-2. Phil's lead 4-0 playing here in the third inning. Knocking Kent Merker out, the starter, here in the third. Taps it softly. It might stay fair. Did he touch it? Larry Bowa is looking on. No, he didn't touch it. He almost tried to pick that up. And it would have been an infield single, but he didn't touch it, and it trickled foul.
Bobby Cox. He's thinking, like, let it go. It's a miracle he didn't touch. Someone just yelled at him at the last split second, because he's bending over to pick this up. Right there, he's going to pick it up. Oh, how did he not touch that?
Hot potato, he kept his hand off it.
It's a good call by the umpires.
There it goes. Yes, it was.
Because I mean, how close was he to touching that thing?
Very close. 2-2.
Sounds like Mom walked in the kitchen when you had that hand near the cookie jar.
Full count. So he almost has to come in with a fastball here to Gallagher with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Kevin Stocker due up next. He missed with it. Ball 4, and that'll force in a run. Phil's lead at 5-0. Second walk given up by Jason Schmidt.
A lot of teams experimenting with young pitchers right now. And even a great team like the Atlanta Braves are going to have a few guys that they're going to bring into games where they just don't know. And Schmidt just overthrew that 3-2 pitch and walked Gallagher.
So the Phils have a 5-0 lead, and Kevin Stocker will be the batter. He grounded into a double play his first time up. Ground ball hit to Fred McGriff, trying dog underhands to his pitcher, and that will retire the side. The Phillies scored 2 in the inning. 3 hits, no errors. Phillies lead, the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of the third. 5-0 Phils.
Life is a game. Play it at resorts.
Life is a game. Play it at resorts. Dining, shows, the indoor. Life is a game. Play it at resorts. Dining, shows, the indoor sports. What a place to play. Merv Griffin's Resorts. Life is a game. Play it at resorts. Dining, shows, the indoor sports. What a place to play. Merv Griffin's Resorts.
Hello, welcome to Alpine Meats, home of the Stadium Dog. We sell hot dogs to Candlestick Park for the whole year. And the baseball fans eat about 8 times more hot dogs and sausages than the football fans do. They're very concerned about the hot dogs that they're going to eat. Yeah, they're connoisseurs.
Yellow bomb!
Almost picky.
I would die for his bike.
Motorcycle Mamas on the next Charles Perez.
They ain't like the girl next door.
They're nothing but sluts.
They're female outlaw biker babes.
We are organized people and we know what we're doing.
Some say these women may have inhaled too many gas fumes.
I think it's pathetic.
Others defend them.
So people who don't know anything about biking, shut up.
Meet Hussies on a Harley on the next Charles Press.
Monday at 5 on PHL 17.
Phillies baseball is brought to you by Smooth Bush Beer and easy drinking Bush Light. By Nationwide Insurance Enterprises. And Nationwide is on your side. Your Nationwide agent in Westchester is Mark Cox. And by Bell Atlantic Mobile. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile. Bottom of the third, Phils lead at 5-0, and Mark Lemke will lead it off for Atlanta. Lemke hitting at 222. Wherever he's hitting, it doesn't matter against the Phillies. Last year, he hit Phillies pitching at a 469 clip. Lifetime, he's a 336 hitter against the Phillies. But the only time he didn't hurt the Phillies in his career really was the League Championship Series. He only hit 208 in that 93 League Championship Series against them.
Think how close he came to winning that game, too, in the ninth inning when he hit that ball just foul down the third baseline.
1 ball and 1 strike to Lemke.
Phillies got him out, and then Lenny came out and hit the home run off Wohlers in the top of the 10th, and they won that big game here.
Knuckle curve and a good one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mark Lemke. High with it, 2-2.
Schmidt will bat. The young pitcher who came in to relieve Merker is in the on-deck circle. They have quite a few pitchers here to the Braves. I think they're carrying 14.
Bouncing ball to Mariano Duncan. Lemke's retired. 1 down, and Jason Schmidt will bat for himself, and this will be his first major league at bat. Right-hand hitter. Right-hand pitcher. And no strikes to Jason Schmidt. One and one. Ground ball hit to Dave Hollins. Hollins will make the play himself. Schmidt's retired, 2 down, and that'll bring on the top of the order Marquise Grissom. Grissom grounded out to Charlie Hayes his first time up. Tyler Green has given up 1 hit so far. A double by Jose Oliva. And for the most part, he is throwing strikes, and that is a key to his success.
Getting ahead with his fastball quite a bit tonight.
Knuckle curve right down the middle for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That looked pretty good.
That's good. Chased the bad knuckle curveball to Grissom. 1-2. Missed inside with it. 2-2 to Marquise Grissom with 2 outs and no base runners here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Full count to Marquise Grissom. Pops a foul back up this way, just below us. Full count holds to Grissom. Really got into his kitchen. It's a ground ball to Kevin Stocker. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Green. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Rich Ashburn joins Chris Wheeler in the 4th inning at the end of 3. Phillies on top 5-0.
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see that the land is pure, untamed and free. There's no place that I'd rather be. So come on along and head for the mountains of Bush Beer. Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of Bush Beer.
It's a perfect day in the travel industry. Or is it? If your 800 service goes down, it's like your business disappears. Your customers vanish. For travel agents and cruise lines, that could mean hundreds of customers a minute. This won't happen to Carnival Cruise Lines. They chose AT&T's 800 Never Miss a Call guarantee, with features so reliable calls would be rerouted in less than a second, so their fun ships stay filled and their calls get through, guaranteed. AT&T, for the life of your business.
All women 15 and over get a big, colorful silver season beach towel free. Compliments of Medford Foods when the Bills take on the Padres Sunday, May 28th at 1:35. Big game, big towel, silver season moments. Call 463-1000.
To soothe athlete's foot, Desinex does it. But to cure athlete's foot, Desinex does it. Only Desinex has UDA to both soothe the discomfort and kill the fungus. To soothe and cure, Desinex does it all.
Tyler Green will lead it off for the Phillies here in the 4th inning. Then Lenny Dykstra and Mariano Duncan. Tyler hit a humpback liner to second his first time up. Jason Schmidt on in relief of Kent Merker misses low. Rich Ashburn joins us here in the 4th inning. Game the Phillies lead 5-0.
Jumped all over that Kent Merker tonight. He really had a tough line for 2 innings. 5 runs, 6 hits, home run, a balk.
Strike 2 to Green, 1-2. All 5 runs charged to Merker. What he said, he walked a couple. Both of them scored. Tyler swings and misses, struck him out. 1 out here in the 4th. Well, the Montreal Expos make a brief visit to Veterans Stadium. That's it for the next homestand. 2 night games and then a business person special at 105. Call 463-1000 for your tickets. Remember, we still have those reduced ticket prices in effect for those ball games. Expos, by the way, trailing 7-1 tonight to the Florida Marlins. So Kilvio Veras has just hit a grand slam home run. He's their new leadoff man. He's only batting about 170 going into the game tonight. Chucky Carr's hitting 8th in their lineup. Lenny the batter. Dykstra takes a strike call. He popped up his first time up, singled and scored in the 3rd. Both his at-bats coming off Merker. Dykstra's average at 267. 22-year-old Jason Schmidt misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Schmidt pitching at Double-A Greenville last year. 24 games all as a starter. Dykstra to Lemke. That's automatic. 2 down.
Well, he plays the hitters about as well as anybody I've seen. Lemke seems to be moving before the ball is hit.
Well, he's gone 71 games without an error. His last error occurred on May 25th, 1994 against Houston. Mariano Duncan 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Fightin' Phils. 1 ball and no strikes on Duncan. Mariano taps it foul. Dunk had a big hit last night. That pinch hit off Grott, the left-hander at Cincinnati, made it 4-3. Phillies went on to win that game, and he's contributed here tonight again.
Hitting at .417, that's of course very volatile because of the number of at-bats he's had.
Right, 5 for 12. That ball's hit well to right field. Justice gone back at the wall, still going back. Home run, Mariano Duncan. That baby jumped out of here. Duncan's 2nd home run of the year, his 2nd home run on this trip, and the Phillies now have a 6-0 lead here in the 4th inning.
This Jason Schmidt has made some mistakes tonight. That was one of them. He hung that ball out over the plate. He made another one to Charlie Hayes. Charlie Hayes popped it up. He made another one to Gallagher, and Gallagher didn't hit it. But this one, see, that's about just above the belt, out over the plate. You can really put a good swing on a pitch like that. Finally made a mistake, and it cost him.
High breaking ball, and Duncan shows you what kind of opposite field power he can generate with that thing. And there's Mariano. Greg Jeffries 1 for 2. That will be the first run charged to Schmidt. Jeffries to left field. Chipper Jones right there puts it away. In the inning for the Phils, 1 run on Duncan's homer. No errors and nobody left on base. Through 3.5, 6-0 Phillies.
Don't dare fall asleep,
Freddie's got him.
or you might wake up dead. They're fighting for their lives.
Back in the saddle again.
And they just might die trying. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. Saturday at 5 on PHL 17.
The Montreal Expos come to town Tuesday, May 9th and Wednesday, May 10th at 7:35. And then again Thursday, May 11th at 1:05 for a Mellon PSFS Business Person Special. A May afternoon at the ballpark is always a special treat. So come on out. And remember, you save $5 on box seats and $3 on 600 level reserve seats. Call 463-1000.
In the news at this hour.
I said that I wanted the hate to stop right here.
2 white brothers from Fishtown are found guilty of ethnic intimidation in the baseball bat beating of a black family last year. And after seeing jurors roll their eyes in exasperation, Judge Lance Ito orders attorneys to stop repetitive questioning in the Simpson case. Details on these stories and more after the game on Enquirer News tonight.
Fans, remember, all ticket prices are reduced for all home games through May the 21st. Box seats reduced $5, reserve seats $3, and general admission reduced by $1. Tickets are easy to order by phone. Call 463-1000. You can take advantage of Phillies baseball at greatly reduced prices. So far, Tyler Green's done a tremendous job, giving up just 1 hit through 3 innings. Atlanta Braves fans trying to get something started here in the 4th as the Phillies lead at 6-0. That's what Tyler's done thus far.
One thing that's helped him, he's getting a few of those knuckle curves over. That helps his fastball.
Pitching ahead in the count. 1-0 to Blauser. There's a strike call. Jeff Blauser, then switch hitter Chipper Jones, and Fred McGriff, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Bobby Cox in the 4th inning. Braves had a late game in Florida last night. Game that was suspended in the 9th inning. Fly ball to right field, hit pretty well. The ball carrying well, but Gallagher's there at the track, and there's 1 down here in the 4th inning.
Well, they've hit some pretty good shots off Tyler, but right at people.
Well, maybe he's getting a valuable lesson tonight that if they put the ball in play, Phillies are a pretty good defensive team. They'll catch a lot of them for him.
Justice scorched one. Lopez scorched one that was caught.
Here's Chipper Jones, hit a hard ground ball at Duncan his first time up. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Chipper Jones, a switch hitter, one of the fine young prospects in the game. Started out the season playing third, now in left. And Klesko is on the disabled list.
I've been talking about this guy for 2 years. This is the first time I've seen him. Ever. Never saw him in an exhibition game or anything.
Strike call. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Chipper Jones with Fred McGriff on deck. Ed Montague, the veteran, behind the plate tonight. Fouled out of play over the Phillies, or near the Phillies' third base dugout. And Tyler ahead of another batter. There's Chipper Jones, former #1 pick in the whole country. Out of the Jacksonville, Florida area. One-time Florida High School Player of the Year. Struck him out.
Good fastball.
After a bunch of knuckle curves. Strikeout number 2 for Tyler Green. His other coming on this guy, Fred McGriff, who every year seems to hit 30 or more homers. Ho-hum.
7 straight seasons. That's amazing.
He has 2 this season. Check swing. John McSherry agrees. Third base umpire says he did not go. 1 ball and no strikes on the Crime Dog with David Justice waiting on deck. Tyler Green doing a good job in this inning of keeping it away from the fat part of the bat. Very potent lineup, but as Whitey said in the pregame comments, they have not really started to hit yet. That's a matter of time. 1-1. 2-1. Phillies over shift on McGriff, a pull hitter for the most part. They have Stocker, the shortstop, well over near second, and moving Lenny Dykstra into right center. Off the end of the bat towards the Phillies dugout, fielded by Larry Ball. He looks for a fan to toss it to. Fan-friendly Larry.
Mr. Personality.
Oh, yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good breaking ball. Struck him out looking. 2 in the inning. 3 in the game for Tyler Green. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 4, 6-0 Phils.
Here's a look at this week's Mellon PSFS Financial Scoreboard, featuring our best CD rates. Call 1-800-MELLON-2. Mellon PSFS, the official bank of the Phillies.
Sure, you got a state-of-the-art entertainment center. A fully interactive home theater. Even got a gourmet delivery service. But have you got what it takes to be a mountain man? All it takes are the 2 cool beers of the Mountain Man. Smooth Busch beer, easy drinking Busch Light. So, be a mountain man. All you gotta do is head for the mountains.
Next. I'd like to return this birthday present. It's too loud.
I'd like to return this birthday present for $500.
Next.
I'm returning this anniversary gift because it swears.
What?
I'm returning this anniversary gift because I won.
Next time, give them Pennsylvania lottery tickets, because some gifts are worth returning.
Next.
We're returning this wedding present.
It's a Da Vinci. His velvet period.
Whether you're negotiating a deal,
Okay, if you're good, I'll read you a story.
Come on, make it 2.
calling in an order,
Skip the strawberry. We want chocolate.
scheduling a meeting,
I'm at the Big Artichokes.
or just checking in with the boss,
Honey, is it okay if I stay another half hour?
the most important thing
Hello?
is that the call goes through. A mobile phone is only as good as the system it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile, the heart of communication. Call 1-800-255-BELL.
Dave Hollins leads it off for the Phillies, followed by Darren Dalton, and then Charlie Hayes. And Whitey, here's how they scored.
Yeah, Charlie Hayes with that shot over the center field fence after a couple of walks. Dave Hollins a sacrifice fly. Gallagher walk and an RBI with the bases loaded, and Duncan with that solo homer. That's how the Phillies have done it.
Hollins takes one in the dirt for ball one. Hollins was the first batter to face Jason Schmidt when he came in the game in the third inning, and he delivered a sacrifice fly run batted in, his 5th of the year. And so far, perfect night for Dave. Up among the league leaders in runs scored, has scored 1 tonight.
I can't remember the last time he swung the bat. You know, I know he has, but
on the sacrifice fly.
Yeah, he really looks at a lot of pitches.
2-0.
Off-speed pitch of some kind there. Looked like a little straight change.
22-year-old Jason Schmidt, big guy, 6'5", 185-pounder. Hollins hits it to deep right center field. Grissom and Justice. There's room for Justice. Makes the play. The ball is flying towards right center.
That a mile in the air. He had good wood on it. He had the meat of the bat on it.
Big dimensions here in Atlanta. 385 to the alleys, but this place way above sea level, so the ball really carries in Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Here's Darren Dalton. He's walked twice tonight, once intentionally, and has scored a run. Intentional walk coming off Schmidt in the third. This is the third inning he has worked. This one's hit to right center field. Long run, Justice and Grissom. Justice catches up with it. Oh, they're wailing on him in this inning, but the outfielders are running them down, 2 down.
That ball just hung up there for Justice. You know, he doesn't have great speed. He has probably average speed, but had a good jump on it. That ball was hit just a tad off the end of the bat. That's what held it in the air. Good play, though, by Justice on the dead run.
Looked like another high breaking ball.
Was.
Charlie Hayes got the Phillies off and winging in the second inning with a 3-run homer. He's also fly to center. First pitch is down and away. If you're just tuning in, 6-7-0 for the Phillies. No runs, just 1 hit and no errors for the Braves, and that's Tyler Green pitching 4 strong innings so far for the Phils. Charlie takes a fastball over for a strike. Jason Schmidt, number in the an 8th round selection, 1991 June draft for Atlanta. Another fastball. He's thrown so many sliders, it looks like they're looking for one.
Charlie was, because that was a fastball right through there. Good pitch to hit.
Fly ball to right again. Here's another long run for Justice. He won't get this one. It goes to the wall. Charlie Hayes to second, and he'll stop there with a double. They've had David Justice running all over this outfield. Double number 1 for Charlie.
Well, he got his breaking ball here and hit it right where it was pitched, out of way there, and pretty good swing by Charlie. Watch him pop that bat. Justice almost reached that one.
So Charlie Hayes, a 2-out base runner for Dave Gallagher, who has singled, walked with the bases loaded, picked up a run batted in, his 2nd of the year. Gallagher in right field tonight. The Phillies with a chance to pick up another 2-out run.
Charlie Hayes has an 11-year-old son who's, I think he said 5'7" and 165 pounds.
It's a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and loves to watch these games when he can pick them up on their satellite dish. So maybe they're watching tonight. And we'll tell Charlie as that ball just gets a little bit away from Lopez some of the things that are wrong. Did he cross him up there? Lopez immediately ran out after dropping that.
Looked like it. Funny, I remember catchers in the major leagues who caught without giving signals.
How'd they do that?
I did it when I was a kid, when I was a catcher.
Yeah, but they didn't have the kind of stuff these guys have to fool you.
But they didn't have. I mean, some of those American Legion kids have pretty good arms.
I think you'd like to know what's coming. Dave Gallagher, a looper to right. Justice won't get it. Charlie Hayes rounds third. Here's the throw to the plate. Cut off. They have Gallagher in a run down. The run will count. Gallagher tagged out. Phillies pick up another run here in the 5th inning on 2 hits. After 4 1/2, they lead it 7-0.
Gallagher is going to lead the league.
The rewards of using the American Express card keep adding up. Every time you use the card, you can earn miles. Miles that add up to free vacations, free flights, free adventures. The Membership Miles program. It's our way of saying thank you for using the American Express card. Enroll today. You've earned it. To enroll or to apply for a card, call 1-800-AX-MILES.
While the healthcare debate continues, Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield have the answers now. Like individual personal choice, you get HMO economy with the freedom of traditional coverage. Personal choice lets you choose from over 7,000 doctor's offices and 68 of the area's finest hospitals. There's no need to sign up with just one doctor, and you don't need permission to see a specialist. So come on, lean on us. Call 1-800-ASK-BLUE for individual personal choice, the flexible, affordable health plan you can lean on.
You know, the apartment itself it's a small apartment. I'm not sitting here acting like it's a big apartment by any means. I remember I got a new phone, and a friend of mine saw it, and he said, "Oh, good, now it's like a real phone booth." You know, it's a small apartment, and I pay way too much rent for it. But I like the view.
Hey, umpire, I'm talking to you.
I'm just practicing right now.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. By the Yellow Pages, 9 out of 10 people use the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. And by your local Dodge dealers. Come on in today because we know how to help. That's Underground Atlanta, one of the big tourist attractions here in downtown Atlanta. Beautiful city, set to host the Olympics next summer.
Never been there.
Never been to down underground? No. David Justice will lead it off, followed by Jose Oliva. And Javi Lopez. Well, I guess you'd have to leave your room, huh?
I don't like basements.
Justice fouls one off.
That's where we used to go for tornadoes. Right. In the basement.
Well, Underground Atlanta was a big tourist attraction here for a long time. Then it got a little seedy. They closed it down for a few years.
It got a little seedy.
Well, they've redone it in the last few years, and it's beautiful there now. Line drive right center. Gallagher. Oh, he makes an exciting tumbling catch. One away. He didn't mean for it to be like that.
I think Justice has hit 2 ropes out there to right field. Both been caught. That ball played Gallagher. He didn't play it. It might have lost in the lights. I think maybe he did. That's about light high. Stayed with it, though.
Gallagher, good guy. He's really fitting well on this ball club. Trenton, New Jersey native. Jose Oliva owns the only hit so far off Tyler Green. Double down the left field line. Oliva batting at .444, 4 for 9. 4 hits, 2 homers, and a double. And Green has not been behind many batters tonight. Behind this one, 2-0. 7-0 Phillies here in the 5th inning. game number 1 of 4 at Atlanta. 3-0. Javi Lopez, the catcher, waits on deck. Walked him on 4 pitches. First walk issued by Tyler Green. 2 base runners tonight. Both times Oliva. That should get the Braves bullpen up, you would think, as they're starting to get down near the bottom of the lineup with Lopez, the 7-hole hitter, coming up. And Lemke to follow, and then the pitcher Schmidt. And there is the bullpen starting to throw. That is Terry Clark, a right-hander. Tyler Green pitched 5 innings his last time out. That's his longest outing in the major leagues. We are in the 5th here tonight. Ball inside. Tyler went 5 innings against the Pirates, losing 3-2 last weekend at the Vet. 6 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk, 3 strikeouts. That's a foul ball. Very, very fast grass and dirt field here in Atlanta. The grass is in great shape because they don't play football here anymore. There it is. It's almost perfect down there walking in that field before the game, and that is a beautiful turf. Javi Lopez returns to the plate, a ball and a strike on him with Oliva at first base. And there's 1 out. Phillies have the infield a double play depth.
This kid is really strong, Lopez.
Is he ever? Grounded to Stocker. Tough play to his right, and he gets nobody. Phillies have not made an error yet in their infield or their outfield. They have 1 error charged to them overall. We'll see how they score that.
That'll be a base hit. He had to go in the hole. He'd had the force if he could have gotten rid of the ball. But he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. Well, that's, see, that's, I don't know why he didn't throw that. He did get the ball out of the glove.
And it is an infield hit. And that'll bring up the pesky Mark Lemke. With Dwight Smith moving into the on-deck circle, the veteran left-handed hitter. Lemke high in the air to right center. Long run. Dykstra can't get it. 1 run scores. Here comes Lopez. They will stop him at third. The Braves are on the board. It's 7-1. And you figure it would be Lemke.
Well, they weren't going to catch them all out there, that's for sure. Padres coming out. Dykstra gave it a good try. Just couldn't come up with it. Gallagher will play it in.
So runners at second and third, and Dwight Smith, the pinch hitter for Schmidt. Smith batting at .333, 2 for 6, and 2 for 4 as a pinch hitter. This guy broke in with the Chicago Cubs. Second in the balloting for Rookie of the Year. Back in '89 behind Jerome Walton, who we saw last night with the Reds. Phillies play the infield back, and the pitch to Smith is outside. Well, Tyler Green was sailing along, 1 out here in the inning, walked Oliva, infield hit to Lopez, and now a 2-run or a double, scoring a run by Lopez. 7-1, Phil's lead it. Down low, Mark Lemke, who just wears out the Phillies. Harry gave the numbers on him earlier. Batting over 400 against the Phillies last year and well over 300 lifetime. 2-0 to Smith. Grounded to first. Hollins bobbles. Will get an out. A run scores at 7-2. Moving to third is Lemke, and there are 2 outs. Gives Smith an infield out RBI.
Dave did a good job of knocking that ball down. He got his body in front of it and then stumbled. Recovered nicely. Maybe out himself.
And Marquise Grissom, he's grounded out twice. Once to Hayes and once to Stocker. Lemke at third, 2 outs, and Tyler Green will work from the windup. Crowd getting into the game a little bit. They can get loud here in Atlanta. One ball, no strikes on Marquise Grissom.
Where'd all these people come from? When the game started, there wasn't hardly anybody here.
Grissom a base at the center field, and just like that, the Braves have a 3-run inning, and it's 7-3.
Green got his fastball up there. They'd like to get him through this 5th inning.
Padres will go to the phone.
And that pitch was up and very, very hittable. Out over the plate a little.
Hittable, and that's just what he did. And now he might run. Kyle Abbott, who has not yet seen any action, starts to loosen. There's a situation, 7-3 in the 5th inning. Grissom has stolen 2 bases in 2 attempts, and he can fly. Green has a good move to first. He does not go, and the pitch to Blauser is a strike call. Blauser 0 for 2.
He's only had 1 hit going into this inning and picked up 3 here.
3 and the walk, which got it all started. There he goes. Got him. Great throw by Darren Dalton. Nails Marquise Grissom for the first time this year. The Braves in the inning, 3 runs on those 3 hits. No errors by the Phillies, and nobody left on base. Through 5, 7-3 Phils.
Between the 2 of us, we had 1 chair, a lamp, and a microwave. And lots of bills. Even on 2 salaries, it wasn't easy. What we needed was a loan. With payments we could afford. Our Mellon PSFS banker helped us work it out. It made things a lot more comfortable around here.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
This new Ford Ranger 4x4 is a heck of a deal. Oh, yeah? Well, let's see how it compares to the Chevy S-Series 4x4. Hit it. Automatic with overdrive. 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. AM/FM stereo. Reclining high-back bucket seats. 4-liter V6. Plus a bigger cargo box, more room inside, and it's over $1,300 less. $1,300 less? Do the math yourself, America. It all adds up at your local Chevy Geo dealer with America's longest-lasting family of trucks.
Hello, Philadelphia, and welcome once again to the Iceman. Today, we're going to be talking about the spoon, Clarence Weatherspoon. Hey, Lise, I got this letter from Clarence. Dear Iceman, this is how they prepare sugar snap peas at a great restaurant, Dimitri's. If you make this dish on your show, they will change the name of the dish to Peas Weatherspoon.
Why do they call them the spoon?
Just like stir up them peas, just think them defenders, he's stirring up, just moving them around. Stir them up, baby. Spoon.
A celebration of 25 years at the Vet. Every year will be honored in a special in-park way, including Fanavision presentations of memorable footage, including historical and baseball footage, plus special quizzes and facts and music representing specific years. A fun celebration, and it's all season long. And don't forget, those ticket prices are reduced for all home games through May the 21st. Braves will go to their third pitcher of the ball game, the veteran right-hander Terry Clark, 6'2", 196-pounder out of Los Angeles. There you see the numbers on him. He's been in 2 games thus far. He's 34 years of age, has only had 1+ years in the major leagues, and he was signed in 1979. So this is a guy who has really paid his dues. He's been around a long time. Up until this season, he had pitched in a total of 20 big league games, 8 of them as a starter, 18 of them as a starter. Terry Clark. Kevin Stocker will lead it off with Tyler Green due to bat next. Phillies need some more innings out of him, at least another one. And he has a 4-run lead. Pitch to Stocker is high ball 1. We mentioned at the beginning of the telecast, they're a little short tonight. Both Harris and Slocum banged up from last night's game, and they don't want to use them tonight. Pitch to Stocker, misses inside. There's Jim Fregosi, who will not be here tomorrow night as he attends his daughter's graduation in Florida. And John Vukovich will be the full skipper for one day. Stocker takes it high. Kevin is grounded into a double play, grounded out to McGriff. 3 balls and no strikes as he'll look at one here probably. '22nd round choice of the St. Louis Cardinals in 1979 is Terry Clark. He's also been with the Angels, Astros, Indians, and Padres. 3-1 pitch to Stocker. He walked him, ball 4. Phillies have the leadoff man on, so Tyler Green can come up and try to punt him over.
It really rankles a manager when you bring a guy in there and you know you're not really back in the game, but you're much closer, and they walk the leadoff hitter. That's Leo Mazzoni, the pitching coach for the Braves.
Walk the leadoff hitter with a pitcher on deck who you know is going to stay in the game. Tyler Green has a defensive move at that one and bunts it foul.
Really shouldn't be a defensive move on that one. That was way out of the strike zone.
You're supposed to bunt strikes if at all possible. Oh, 0-1 to Green. Bunts it foul. And he'll take a look down at Larry Bowen. They'll probably leave it on. Larry goes through the signs. Kent Merker, Jason Schmidt, and now Terry Clark, and he bunts it foul. And a poor effort by Tyler Green does not help himself and winds up striking out, attempting to bunt. 1 away.
Well, that leaves a hole open for Dykstra between first and second if you want to look for the good news.
Lenny tonight 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Phillies built up a 7-0 lead. Now it's 7-3. We're in the 6th. Stocker back. Terry Clark last year at Richmond was 5-4 with a 3.02 earned run average, 61 games, all of them in relief. He had 26 saves for the Richmond Braves. Wild pitch, and Stocker will coast on down to second.
Good as a bunt.
Yeah, really. They wind up getting it done anyway.
He had that ball gripped like it was some kind of a trick pitch. If you throw a cork ball or palm ball or split finger, whatever.
Count ball one on Lenny with Stocker at second base and one out. Mariano Duncan, who's homered in the ball game, waits on deck. Phillies have 2 home runs in this game. First multiple home run game for them this year. Dykstra hits it hard but foul. Yep, season tickets are still available. You can pick from one of the many different types of season ticket plans, including full season, 16 game plans, and Sunday plans. Call 215-463-5000. Talk to that crack sales staff and they'll help you out. One ball, one strike on Lenny. Extra batting at 258. And Terry Clark steps off as Lopez will go through the signs again. 6th inning baseball. We're here for 4 this weekend, including a day game on Sunday, then back on Monday night. Also a night game tomorrow night. All the games on PHL 17 and the Phillies TV network.
There's the trick pitch right there. Still not sure what it was, but it was an off speeder and it had a split finger drop to it.
Looked like he held it that way. Lenny Dykstra seeing this Terry Clark for the first time. Lemke playing him very deep at second, out on the grass. Dykstra a looper to left. Good base running Stocker. He'll score easily. Dykstra on his way to second. He has a double. And the Phillies answer right back with a run of their own and now lead it 8-3.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. You know, get something back after the other team has a pretty good inning. You know, they got one, might get some more here. Good that bat by Lenny. That was the same pitch that he missed before, that like that split finger, and he went right with it, out away from him. Laid the bat on the ball.
Here's Duncan. What a night he's had. 3 for 3 with a homer and a run scored. Jeffries waits on deck. Phillies have a run in the inning. The leadoff walk hurting Terry Clark. That hit by Dykstra, the Phillies' 10th of the game. Duncan fouls one off just below our radio booth over near the Atlanta Braves telecasters. Don Sutton and Pete Van Wieren working the telecast. And the count 0-2 now on Duncan. He tires of waiting. Phillies on a 7-game road trip. They've taken 2 out of 3 in Cincinnati, here for 4, home for 3, and then back on the road again for 6. So this is an important stretch for them early in the year. Duncan takes it outside. 13 out of 16 on the road. Then a long homestand coming up with the Coast Clubs and I think the Mets. At the middle of May, the Phillies will be home for quite some time. Duncan gets jammed, nubs one to McGriff. Clark there, he retires him. 2 outs in the inning, and Dykstra moves to third base. Yeah, that homestand will begin with the Mets and then continue with the Coast Clubs. And Greg Jeffries with 2 outs will bat. He is 1 for 3. He's grounded into a double play single and hit a fly ball to Chipper Jones in left field. Phillies have been picking up some 2-out runs in this game. Have a potential for 1 here. Jeffries can deliver. Ball 1. Lemke once again playing a left-handed hitter out on the grass. With 2 outs, Jeffries takes it for a strike. Jeffries coming into the game batting .206 left-handed, .300 from the right side, .233 overall. Almost hit him. 2-1.
He just shows the hitter that fastball. He doesn't throw it over for a strike. Probably going to try that splitter again.
Off-speed pitch, chopped up the middle, base hit. Jeffries. Dykstra scores, and the Phillies have another one on the board and lead it 9-3. There's another 2-out run for the Phillies, Whitey, and those are so important.
Yeah, they are. Picked up 2 of those 3 runs. Atlanta scored in the 5th. They weren't going to throw him out on this. That was that high bouncer through the middle. Even if a fielder could have gotten in front of it, they wouldn't have caught him at first.
Collins, the batters, walked and scored, sacrifice fly RBI, and a fly ball to deep right for Dave. So the Phillies have now nicked up everybody the Braves have brought into the game. Merker had given up 5, Schmidt 2, and now Clark 2. 9-3 Phillies. They've scored in every inning but the first. You mentioned earlier that the Phillies have not been hitting all that much, so this is pretty good offensive performance so far tonight.
It's their best of the year in terms of, right up and down the lineup. Everybody's been involved in this.
Nine runs, 11 hits, no errors. Phillies 3-4-0 Atlanta in the 6th inning. Collins takes a lot of pitches and takes another one there. Dalton on deck. They'll probably not let him swing here.
I don't know. They might give him a green light. They ought to get a good pitch to hit. Wasn't a very good pitch to hit.
3 balls and 1 strike on Hollins. Jeffries on at first base, being held on by Fred McGriff. And there's your situation. Walked in, ball 4. Here comes Dalton. As Jeffries moves on to second, and Bobby Cox has a disgusted look. He has a lot of pitchers. And I mentioned they have 14 pitchers. They have 1 left-handed move off the bench, and they've used that up in Dwight Smith. There's their bullpen. Looks like they're starting to stir around. Pedro Borbon is getting up. Left-hander. Inside to Dalton. On deck is Charlie Hayes. Dutch tonight has walked and scored a run. He was intentionally walked in the 3rd. Flied out to deep right field in the 5th inning. Good base runners, Jeffries and Hollins. 2 outs. Dalton, a line drive. Lemke spears it. What a good player he is. Robs Darren Dalton of a hit. Phillies with 2 in the inning on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. To the bottom of the 6th, 9-3 Phils.
Hundreds of natural forces may affect the survival of your business. And hundreds of companies may say they are as good as AT&T. But only AT&T guarantees that if your long-distance service ever goes down, it'll be back in minutes, not hours. Only our network gives every call a choice of up to 134 routes, so your calls get through, even when you can't.
Hi, I heard the phones were down out there.
Not mine.
AT&T, for the life of your business.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me. Nobody does it it like you.
Some people hate to stop for gasoline. We do it for a living. Just going from one Sunoco station to another to another. Checking to make sure a gallon is truly a gallon. That the octane you pay for is the octane you get. That the gasoline is as good coming out of the pump as it was coming out of the refinery. So next time you're moaning because you have to pull over for gasoline, think of us. We have to stop 1,183 times this year.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Smooth Busch Beer and easy drinking Busch Light. By Hoover, nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody. And by Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you. Tyler Green goes into inning number 6, and this could be it for him as the Phillies have Toby Borland and Kyle Abbott up in their bullpen. This is the longest he has pitched in the major leagues, Tyler Green, if he retires a batter. And Jeff Blauser takes it inside, ball 1. Tyler's major league debut was on April 9th against the Cubs. That was in '93. That's what he's done through 5 innings tonight. That one walk coming last inning, and it scored. Blauser takes it low, 2-0. Blauser, Jones, McGriff, 2-3-4 hitters for Bobby Cox here in the 6th. Blauser grounds one fair down the third base line. Makes a big turn at first. Jeffries on it quickly, and Blauser will stay there with a single. Ball bounces away, but backed up nicely by Gallagher, the right fielder who came all the way in.
I think he was in there, too. That ball was going to roll over there to the lower box seats. Gallagher hadn't been there. Didn't really nail this ball out hard, but it was right over the bag.
Almost got Big John. McGarry, the third base umpire. Good play by Jeffries to get to the line. There you see it bounces by Duncan. Here comes Gallagher. That's Tyler Green in the middle of the diamond. And Chipper Jones. He's grounded out and struck out. Fred McGriff on deck. High ball 1. Here's Borland and Abbott. Abbott up for the 2nd time tonight. Chipper Jones fouls it off into the upper deck behind home plate.
Green's pitches are getting up in the zone a little bit, which usually indicates a tired arm.
Well, Fregosi has shown that this is his last inning. He just wants to get him through it if possible. Jones, a check swing foul. 6'3", 195-pounder, born April 24th, 1972, in the Jacksonville area. His real name is Larry Wayne Jones, known as Chipper. 1-2 pitch on the way. Checks on a breaking ball, 2-2. Jones is a switch hitter. Five hits off Tyler Green thus far. He takes a look over at Blauser, moves over there. Blauser not going anywhere. The Phillies lead at 9-3 in the 6th. Ball 3, 3-2. McGriff is on deck, and he's due. He struck out twice. There's the crime dog. Tyler Green with a quick move over there. That surprised Blauser, who had a very short lead. Jones grounds one to Duncan. He'll get the lead man. Back to first. Dug out nicely by Hollins, a double play. Jones not running real well after that knee operation. That did not look like a double play ball, and they got it.
Sure didn't. You're right, Jones, he's not a real speedster, but he used to run better before he mangled that one leg and put him out of baseball for a year. He actually turned that double play easily. Good pickup there by Hollins on Stocker's low throw. Stocker's got a little bit of a sore arm right now, sore elbow.
And Blauser got after him too, because that ball was so far in the hole that Blauser had time to get on top of Stocker. And Tyler Green throws a strike, 3-2, and all of a sudden 2 outs and nobody on base.
A huge double play for Tyler Green.
Yeah, he might have been out of this game,
especially with what's coming up here.
And McGriff chops one, and just like that, the inning is over. Holland steps on the bag. Graves going to 6. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. Harry the K back with Whitey in the 7th. 9-3 Phils.
Yeah, you've seen it all. Done it all. Pretty much got it all figured out. But have you got what it takes to be a mountain man? All it takes are the 2 cool beers of the Mountain Man. Smooth Busch beer, easy drinking Busch Light. So, be a mountain man. All you gotta do is head for the mountains.
Joe, our nationwide insurance agent, said it reminded him of his first house. It needed a little work.
Patty and her husband got their friends together.
We got the place looking great.
Yeah, I was able to help a little. I mean, since they now have a homeowner's policy with Nationwide, I could offer them a home car discount.
It was a really nice little housewarming gift. I'm glad Joe saved us money because we still have a few little things that need to be fixed up, like
Nationwide is on your side.
You work hard for your money. We work hard to help you keep more of it. You know, what you pay for a kilowatt hour of electricity from Pico Energy today is about the same as you paid 5 years ago. And you can rest assured that even though taxes or fuel costs may sometimes affect your bill, we're doing all we can to keep base rates right where they are until at least the year 2000. And that's a promise from all of us.
There's a big, colorful growth chart featuring the Fanatic for fans 14 and under. Compliments of the Middle Atlantic Milk Marketing Association. Saturday, May 20th at 7:05 when the Phillies play the Mets. Ticket prices are still reduced. Call 463-1000.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phillies 9 and the Braves 3. Monday at 5, don't miss Motorcycle Mamas on Charles Perez right here on PHL 17. Harry Callis, 7th inning, Harry.
All right, thanks, Rich. And Charlie Hayes leads it off for the Phils. Terry Clark has missed with a couple of pitches to him, 2-0. Charlie's had a good night. Homer fly out double. He has knocked in 3 and scored 2. Fouls this one back and out of play. 2 balls and a strike to Charlie Hayes. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Phils. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Braves. Veteran Terry Clark, 34-year-old. Fouls that one back, 2-2. Clark's pitched briefly for the California Angels, major leagues, in the Houston Astros. Originally selected by the Cardinals in the June '79 draft. Count stays at 2-2 to Charlie Hayes here in the 7th inning. 0 count. Fouled in and out of the glove of Lopez. Still 3-2 to Charlie Hayes. Charlie is aboard with a walk, the third walk given up by Clarkson's being in there. Atlanta pitching surrendered quite a few walks. 2 by Merker, 2 by Schmidt, now 3 by Clark. So the Phillies have picked up 7 walks tonight.
Yeah, you don't see that down here either with these pitchers. They don't walk many.
Dave Gallagher singled, walked, and singled. He has knocked in 2 runs. Ground ball in the hole. Another hit for Gallagher. Holding at second will be Charlie Hayes. So Gallagher is 3 for 3. Phillies really offensively had started slowly the early going of this season, but not tonight. 12 Phillies hit tonight.
Yeah, they picked it up a little bit last night in Cincinnati in that rain delayed game. Late in the game they started hitting a little bit, and then tonight they started right from the get-go. They've had a hit. In every inning.
Tony Longmire now is batting for Kevin Stocker. I don't know if something happened to Stocker. On that double play, or
Stocker's been nursing a sore elbow. Been playing with it, and maybe they just want to, get him out of there.
Mickey Morandini on deck, so Duncan will probably move to shortstop. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tony Longmire. Longmire is 2 for 3. All his at bats as a pinch hitter, one of them a home run. Off-speed pitch, just missed with it. 2 balls and a strike to Tony Longmire. Ball right field. Justice coming hard to the line. He's there, makes the catch, tagging Charlie Hayes, and he'll go to third after the catch. Well, the Phillies have runners at first and third with 1 down, and Mickey Morandini will bat for Tyler Green. So Green is finished after going 6 innings. He pitched well, gave up 3 runs, 5 hits, had a shaky 5th inning, but was able to survive that. He struck out 3 and he only walked 1. And if the Phillies can hang on here to this 9-3 lead, Tyler Green would have his first major league win. There he is. Frank Koppenbarger and Jim Eisenreich there with him. Toby Borland will be the Phillies' new pitcher. 1 strike to Morandini, who's hitting at .238. Two quick strikes to Mickey Morandini.
First one was a borderline strike. The second one was a ball, but it was called. I guess they'll just keep throwing them out there. Going inside. Look out.
Down and in, 1-2 to Morandini. Feeney called out on strikes.
Yeah, that's not a strike. Feeney says that ball was outside. Two of them were outside, and one of them was close. See the catcher set up out there. It's only 6-7 inches outside. I don't think he'd squawk about that.
See Mickey saying it's outside, but he's back in the dugout, and Lenny Dykstra, the batter, he's 2 out of 4. He has popped up single, grounded out, and doubled. He has knocked in a run and scored 2. One ball and no strikes to Dykstra. Him up into shallow left field. Coming in is Chipper Jones. He's there, and that will retire the side for the Phillies in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. Stretch time at Fulton County Stadium. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phil's on top, 9-3.
In the news at this hour, rescue workers in Oklahoma wrap up their search efforts and conduct a prayer service today at the shattered federal building. 167 are now known dead. Also, 2 white brothers from Fishtown are found guilty of ethnic intimidation. They were convicted of beating a black family in their neighborhood last year. And Judge Lance Ito sees jurors rolling their eyes, and he orders attorneys to stop repetitive questioning and get on with the trial. Details on these stories and more after the game on Enquirer News Tonight.
This Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited is loaded with standard features. Not like this new Chevy Blazer LT. Hey, this Jeep's got a 4-liter 6, driver's side airbag, and 4-speed automatic. Ditto. And the Blazer LT has more leg room, a 4.3-liter V6, and the exclusive driver control system. I'll bet you pay for that. Blazer LT's $4,700 less. $4,700 less? Oh! Looks like you're on shaky ground. Experience the new Blazer firsthand. Test drive one at your local Chevy Geo dealer.
The Earth is a one-celled organism, and you reduce it down and you put a seam on it and you got a baseball, and everything is round. It goes all the way around. This line goes around for infinity. It continues and continues and continues. It never stops. And that's the way the Earth, it rotates on its axis, and you have spring and summer, and you have the baseball season, and then it gets dormant and everybody goes to South America and you're down there, but it goes back.
How often should you have your blood cholesterol checked? Healthy adults should have their cholesterol checked at least once every 5 years. Ask your doctor. It might be time to have your cholesterol checked.
On the American League scoreboard tonight, the Tribe with a 5-1 lead over Minnesota. They're now in the 9th inning. Nagy on his way to a win in that game. Detroit leads Boston 7-4. Baltimore shutting out Toronto 3-0 behind Kevin Brown. Yankees 4-1 against Milwaukee, but the Yankees have lost a couple of players in that game. Scott Kamenecki had to leave in the 2nd inning, and Don Mattingly pulled a hamstring. Royals 1-0 over the White Sox, and the other 2 games will be later on. Toby Borland is the Phillies' new pitcher. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Borland on for Tyler Green. Toby, 4th game, 0-0, a 4.91 ERA. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings, given up 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. David Justice has hit it hard twice. He's 0 for 2 to show for it. A couple of line drives to Gallagher and Wright. Doesn't hit this on the line. He hits it way up in the air, and Lenny Dykstra will take charge and make the play.
It's a major league pop-up.
1 down. It'll bring on Jose Oliva. Marianne Zal Matthews in attendance tonight. Sending along her best to parents Joe and Millie back in Mayfair, watching the ball game. Here Millie's doing real well following surgery, and great news. God bless you, Millie. Deep shortstop. Duncan now playing short. Low throw. Dug out by Hollins. Dave Hollins has made some good scoops over there for base, Whitey.
Yes, he has. First time Duncan's played shortstop this season. As he can play. He's played all the infield positions. The ball was down a little bit. Just picked up the short hop.
Duncan at short now for Stocker, and Morandini at second, and the batter is Javi Lopez. Report on Kevin Stocker is he left the game with a mild strain of the left groin. Borland, the side wheeler, can be tough on right-handers. 1-1 the count to Javi Lopez. Two balls and a strike. Bills on top here in the bottom of the seventh, 9-3. Three and one.
Borland has a pretty good sinker tonight. And some nice movement on it, down and in to the right-hand batters.
Struck out Javi Lopez. A 1-2-3 inning for Toby Borland. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We move to the eighth inning. Phillies on top by a score of 9-3.
Hello, Philadelphia, and welcome once again to the Iceman. Today we're going to be talking about the spoon, Clarence Weatherspoon. Hey, Lise, I got this letter from Clarence. Dear Iceman, this is how they prepare sugar snap peas at a great restaurant, Dimitri's. If you make this dish on your show, they will change the name of the dish to Peas Weatherspoon.
Why do they call them the spoon?
Just like stir up them peas. Just think them defenders, he's stirring up, just moving them around. Stir them up, baby. Spoon.
Ticket prices are still reduced through the Phillies series with the Mets, Friday, May 19th at 7:35. Saturday the 20th at 7:05, when fans 14 and under receive a free Fanatic Growth Chart, compliments of the Middle Atlantic Milk Marketing Association. And Sunday the 21st at 1:35, when it's the Fanatic's birthday, and fans 14 and under get a free Fanatic T-shirt, compliments of Tasty Cake. Call 463-1000.
People come in and say, why 5 grades of gasoline? I tell them offering only 3 grades would be like selling suits in small, medium, and large. Some people get a good fit. Some could use a little tailoring. So if you want to know why we give you all these choices, think about the guy who needs 41 long and picture him wearing a 39 short.
Double switch coming on for the Braves here. A new battery. Pedro Borbon will be the pitcher, and there's Charlie O'Brien, the new catcher. O'Brien will bat in the 9th spot. Borbon will bat in the 7th spot, vacated by Javi Lopez. Pedro Borbon Jr., 27-year-old, 6'1", 205-pounder. His dad was one of the replacement players for a while with the Cincinnati Reds.
Dad was a pretty good pitcher. Yep. Major League career, most of it with Cincinnati.
Pedro's pitched just 1 inning, given up 2 hits and 3 runs, no strikeouts and 1 walk. Last year he pitched at Richmond, and in 59 games he was 3-4, 4 saves, a 2.79 ERA. He's a strikeout pitcher. He pitched 80 innings last year and punched out 82. Duncan, first one to face him, fouls it out of play. Dunk's had a good night. 3 for 4, 2 singles, a homer, and a ground out.
Wonder maybe they ought to keep this team up all night tonight. They didn't get in till 4:35 in the morning from Cincinnati. It's the best game offensively they've had.
That sure is. 2 strikes to Mariano Duncan. Still 2 strikes to Dunk. Phillies here in the 8th inning. Fouls off another one.
Dunk's not going to let one go by him. He's swinging high ones, low ones.
You don't think he'll coax a walk here? No balls and 2 strikes to Mariano Duncan.
He's going to strike while the iron's hot. He has those 3 hits. Look.
Off-speed pitch struck him out.
It's probably the best pitch of all he had to hit. It looked like a kind of a high curve ball high in the strike zone.
Brings on Greg Jeffries. He is grounded into a double play, singled, lined out, and singled. He's knocked in a run. Bouncing ball to Lemke. Jeffries retired. 2 outs here in the 8th. Bring on Dave Hollins, who's only been at bat once officially. He has walked, hit a sacrifice fly, flied to deep right, and walked. Nothing to Hollins. One ball and 1 strike. Good one to Dave Hollins. 2 outs, no base runners. Televising this whole series here on PHL 17. Michael Mims tomorrow night against John Smoltz. Kurt Schilling and Greg Maddox in a good matchup on Sunday. And on Monday night, David West against Tom Glavine. Changeup, called strike. And a 3-1 change. Him out. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Pedro Borbon. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-3 Phillies.
During the Dodge National Best Buy sale, we've made Dodge Intrepid an even better buy thanks to Intrepid's biggest incentives ever. Like up to $1,897 off, including up to $1,500 cash towards your down payment. Or select 4.9 financing instead of cash savings. So buy now, and Dodge Intrepid, the car that changed everything, can substantially change your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
You're advertising as your voice in the marketplace. Advertise in the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages, and your voice reaches more customers. A bigger ad gives you a bigger voice. A color ad gives your voice more impact. But if you don't have an ad, it's like having no voice at all. 9 out of 10 use it, and they're all ears. Pages, the genuine Bell Atlantic Yellow Pages. Bell Atlantic, the heart of communication.
In the news at this hour. With the search for bodies now over in Oklahoma City, rescue workers, family, and friends pause today to remember the 167 people who died in last month's bombing.
And a new 911 controversy, this one in Chester, could result in a dispatcher's dismissal. All these stories plus sports and weather after the game on Enquirer News Tonight.
Our Chevrolet game summary. Tyler Green, longest major league outing ever, 6 innings tonight. 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, a walk and 3 strikeouts. The top of the Phillies order, their 1, 2, 3 hitters have been very effective. 7 for 15, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And the Phils have scored 4 2-out runs tonight.
Nine-3 Phillies here in the bottom of the 8th, and Mark Lemke will lead it off. Lemke has grounded out, doubled, and knocked in a run. Toby Borland in his 2nd inning in relief of Tyler Green. One and nothing to Lemke. On the inside corner, 1-1. Beats a foul, 1 ball and 2 strikes. State attendance tonight, 33,296.
Well, that was a late crowd, too.
Still 2-2 to Mark Lemke.
The reason they were late, they were probably on that same road we were on.
A bit of a traffic gridlock coming to the park tonight. He just serves it into left field for a hit. Lemke, a leadoff base runner. Charlie O'Brien will be the batter.
Somebody gets Lemke out. The Phillies don't get him out. But somebody does, because he doesn't hit that much.
O'Brien batting for the first time. So far this year, he's 1 out of 3. Balls and no strikes. One to Charlie O'Brien. Low, 3-1. It's a foul that'll scatter him. The Phillies dugout. Jim Eisenreich bailing. Gary Harshow. Full count to Charlie O'Brien. Makes a foul down the left field side, way out of play. Still 3-2. Another ball foul.
Sinker ball's going in on Charlie O'Brien, and he's getting around on it and pulling him way foul. I would think a good pitch if Borland could throw it, was that sinker ball out away from him, and let him try to pull that. You might wind up with a double play. But he did.
And it's going to be two easily. Easy 6-4, 3 double play, 2 outs and no base runners.
Try to pull that ball out of way like that. Invariably hit a ground ball to an infielder. It's a good pitch.
Yep.
First one he had thrown out there.
Here's Marquise Grissom. He is 1 out of 3. Grissom off to a slow start, hitting just .194. One ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Fair ball down the left field line. Grissom will get a double on it, his second hit of the night. So he's a 2-out base runner for Jeff Blauser. Blauser is 1 out of 3, is grounded out, fly to deep right, and single.
Marquise really got the barrel of that bat out there, and that sinker in on him.
Right back at the tall Toby Borland, and he throws out Blauser, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 9th inning. Phillies on top, 9-3.
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be than out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and to me. And there's no place that I'd rather be. Come on along and head for the mountains of Bush Beer. Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth, and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of Bush Beer.
Between the two of us, we had 1 chair, a lamp, and a microwave. And lots of bills. Even on 2 salaries, it wasn't easy. What we needed was a loan, with payments we could afford. Our Mellon PSFS banker helped us work it out. It made things a lot more comfortable around here.
Life Improvement Loans. Call 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
One of the most potent lineups in recent history is making memories for the next 25 years in this special Phillies silver season. Come see the Dodgers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, May 29th, 30th, and 31st, all at 7:35. Then mark your calendar for an added bonus game, a Mellon PSFS Business Person Special against the Cubs, Thursday, June 1st at 1:05. Reserve your seats now. Call 463-1000.
After 8 innings of play, the Phillies 9 and Atlanta 3. Tonight, following the game, join Victoria Hong, Jim Watkins, and Larry Cosgrove for Inquirer News Tonight, only on PHL 17. Darren Dalton leads it off. Dutch is 0 for 2 officially. He has walked twice. Pedro Borbon Jr. in his second inning for the Atlanta Braves.
Pedro Borbon Sr. who bit somebody's ear off or something in a fight.
I think he bit their ear off, but he did bite somebody. And a brawl they had against somebody. Pulled by the changeup. It's 2-2.
Father was a right-hander and a sinker baller. And the bullpen pitcher did a good job.
So is Junior here. So far, he's faced 4 batters and struck out 3 of them. On the National League scoreboard, 2-0. The Mets lead Cincinnati as the Reds' woes continue. They're in the 6th inning. Cubs over the Pirates 5-3 in the 5th. Florida leading Montreal. Florida's increased that lead now, 7-4. Houston now leading St. Louis 9-0. That's late in that game. Dodgers 3, Colorado 1. Giants and Padres just underway. Charlie Hayes is 2 out of 3. He's hit a 3-run homer, flied out, and doubled. Oh, 0-2 to Charlie Hayes. Fouled out of play. Two and 2 to Charlie Hayes with 1 out, no base runners here in the 9th inning. Phillies lead at 9-3. Off-speed pitch fouled. Borbon's dad, Pedro Sr., was a rubber arm right-hander. He could pitch in a lot of ball games for you, and did.
This fellow's kind of what they call a short armor.
Looks like he slings the ball.
Yeah, you know, the ball sneaks in there pretty fast. There's a nice little slow curve to go with it.
In the air to center, Grissom there. 2 down. And we'll bring up Dave Gallagher. He's had a good night. Gallagher is 3 out of 3. 2 runs batted in, 3 singles and a walk.
7 out of 11, which totals 636.
Phillies platoon here in the early going in right field has been effective. Dave Gallagher and Jim Eisenreich. Ball and 1 strike to Gallagher. Fouls it back to the screen. 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dave Gallagher. He played here at Atlanta last year. He's been with Cleveland, the White Sox, Baltimore, California, Mets, and the Braves prior to joining the Phillies this year. Fouls at first base side. Another one.
A curveball breaks a little further than most of the hitters are giving it credit for, and I think that's why it's effective. There aren't many curveball pitchers around anymore. They all throw the slider. It doesn't break that far, and this curveball is a pretty nice little curve. Hitters are swinging a lot of bad pitches off Bourbon. A lot of bad high pitches.
Yeah. 2-2. Still 2-2 to Gallagher. Foul ball. Struck him out. 4 strikeouts and 2 innings for Bourbon. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 9-3 Phillies.
This new Ford Ranger 4x4 is a heck of a deal. Oh, yeah? Well, let's see how it compares to the Chevy S-Series 4x4. Hit it. Automatic with overdrive. 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. AM/FM stereo. Reclining high-back bucket seats. 4-liter V6. Plus a bigger cargo box, more room inside, and it's over $1,300 less. $1,300 less? Do the math yourself, America. It all adds up at your local Chevy Geo dealer with America's longest-lasting family of trucks.
Okay, CJ, one more throw and we're done. Come on, let's go.
I want to go home.
Son, just throw the ball, okay? It's no big deal.
But I'm tired.
Come on, CJ, just one more throw. Let's go, all right? We're having fun now.
Okay.
Whoa!
Dad?
Don't you hate being the last to know? The Philadelphia Inquirer, best to read it every day.
Let's face it, if a better body came in a can, or from a box, or on a videotape, you'd already have one. So stop kidding yourself and join the club that's gotten more people on the road to fitness than anyone. Bally's, with state-of-the-art equipment, classes to keep from getting bored, and personal trainers to kick your butt if you do. All for just $5 to start. So skip the drinks and join the club. It works. Get ready for summer with a body you want. Call Bally's Holiday Fitness Center right now at 1-800-WORKOUT.
Now for deep cleaning, the Hoover Steam Vac. Not a vacuum, it washes out dirt, yet it's easy to use as you're upright.
Hoover, nobody does it like you.
Bottom of the 9th, Phil's lead by a score of 9-3, and Chipper Jones will lead it off for the Braves. Jones is grounded out, struck out, and grounded into a double play. Toby Borland working in his 3rd inning in relief of Tyler Green. Bouncing ball to Morandini. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 9th. We'll bring up the crime dog, Fred McGriff. McGriff is nothing out of 3, is twice struck out and grounded out.
So far, Phillies pitchers have really cut the heart out of this Braves order in this game. There have been some hard balls hit, mainly by Justice, but they've been caught.
And Phillies pitchers have done a good job of not putting men on base with walks. Just one walk tonight by Phillies pitching. Rays, on the other hand, walked 7, and it cost him. Oh, that's crushed. That is crushed. Moved way out of here by Fred McGriff. Well, it's a 9-4 ball game, number 3 for the Crime Dog. Can't keep him down all night.
Yeah, about the only thing you can be thankful for there is that they didn't have the bases clogged or something, because he went down and got Borland's sinker. Take a right on this one. Can't hit it much better than that.
We'll bring on David Justice. 1-0 to Justice. He's twice lined to right and flied to center. Two and nothing to Justice. Slices one, fouled on the left field side, out of play. Two balls and a strike to David Justice.
This is a guy that replaced Dale Murphy. Justice.
Hard ground ball back through the middle. They hit the center field. So Justice at first with one down for Jose Oliva. Oliva's doubled, walked, and grounded out. Rays trying to get something going here in the bottom of the ninth. Phillies still lead 9-4. One strike to Oliva.
This fellow's batting style looks just like Dusty Baker's. Compact.
Mike Sharperson has moved into the on-deck circle. High drive into left field. Not deep enough. Jeffries has plenty of room. For out number 2. And Sharperson will come out to bat for Pedro Borbon. Sharperson was just called up from Richmond. Veteran major leaguer who's played for Toronto and the Dodgers. He was tearing them up down at AAA, hitting .426 at Richmond in 18 games. With 16 RBIs. .537 slugging percentage and .477 on base percentage. They called him up when they disabled Ryan Klesko, who has a badly sprained thumb. One strike to Sharperson. One and one. Two balls and a strike. Ricky Bottalico is starting to throw in the Phillies bullpen. Should Borland run into further trouble here in the ninth inning. Two and two to Sharperson. Beats a foul out of play. Still 2 and 2. third strike, this game is over as Toby Borland preserves the first major league win for Tyler Green. Phillies win this first game by a score of 9-4 over the Braves. Atlanta had a run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left in the ninth. Crime Dog McGriff's home run. But the Phils win it by a score of 9-4. We'll be back with the totals and a recap in a moment.
Hello, Philadelphia, and welcome once again to the Iceman Club. Today, we're going to be talking about the spoon. Clarence Weatherspoon. Hey, Lise, I got this letter from Clarence. Dear Iceman, this is how they prepare sugar snap peas at a great restaurant, Dimitri's. If you make this dish on your show, they will change the name of the dish to Peas Weatherspoon.
Why do they call them the spoon?
Just like stir up them peas. Just think them defenders, he's stirring up, just moving them around. Stir them up, baby. Spoon.